When you first start applying the seed system for a specific goal in your life, right from the beginning, right from the second of the 4 steps of how to plant a good seed, comes the question, okay, which is a suited partner or a suited fertile soil for me to plant the good seed? And the fertile soil, of course, is another person or another being, let's say, who has a similar need or goal as yourself. And in this video, I will give you a list from which to choose the most suited partners to plant good seeds with. And as usual, we go to the ancient sources of the system, and specifically for identify the best suited partners to plant good seeds with, we go to a book called The Treasure House of Knowledge. In Sanskrit, it's called the Abhidharma Kosha, which was written by Vasubandhu, 350 AD. So if you are interested, go check it for yourself. I told you this system is based on ancient knowledge, ancient scriptures. It's not something I invented from my mind only. And in this video, I want to give you the basic principles of how to choose the best suited partner according to the fertile soil. So the partner, different partners represent different soils in terms of how powerful the seed and how fast the seed will grow after you do some actions toward that person. So doing actions towards other person will leave imprints in your mind. Then later they become seeds and start to grow and will later give similar results or perceptions in your life. So this is in a few words how the system works in reaching any kind of goal you want. And we will start this list with the lesser soils in terms of fertility, and up to the highest fertile soils in which seeds grow stronger and faster. So the first being, let's say, with which you can plant good seeds are animals. Okay, you can also start with animals. I have a lot of friends who love animals. They have cats, dogs, and they take good care of them. They feed them, they take them to the doctor. So this type of actions can also lead to similar results in your life. I remember when I was in college many years ago, I had a thing with the dogs. I had this need to get close to dogs and befriend them and pet them and spend a few moments with them. And at that time, here in Romania, Bucharest, we didn't have a law about any dog should have an owner. So we had many dogs running on the streets with no owner, or no one to take care for them. And most of them, they were kind of wild. They were barking when you got close to them. But I felt this need to, even though it was kind of scary to see many dogs in one place and barking at you, I had this need to get close, lay down and talk to them. And in a few minutes we were friends. We were petting each other, and I felt this connection. I don't know, it was a thing for me at that time. And then next in the hierarchy are human beings, regular human beings with similar needs or goals as yourself. So this doesn't need to be a friend or a acquaintance of yours. It can be any person, even if you don't know him or her. If you hear about a person who has a similar need, let's say someone who has a need to grow his business, you can do something to actually help this person. You can offer your time, you can offer a book to read, you can get him or her connected to another person or a resource that might help him grow his business. So whenever you open your eyes and when you see a similar need, that is a suited soil for you to plant good seeds with. Next in line are a person who helped you in the past. This can include teachers you had in your high school, in your school, in your college, friends who maybe helped you at some critical moments in your life, close ones, family, any type of person who helped you at one point in your life. If they have a need and you hear about a similar need or goal, and if you help them make something, take some actions to help them, that will plant even better seeds in your mind that later will give you the result. Then, fourth one, next in the hierarchy, is someone who has an urgency. For example, if a friend asks you for money because he needs to pay the rent, and if not, by the end of the month, the landlord will kick him out of the apartment. So that is an urgency. And if you can help this person, this friend, to pay his rent, that is a better seed, a more stronger seed, and it can correlate even to similar results. Like if it's money, it can correlate with receiving money in your life, but if it's money for rent, it can give a similar result that you will have a place to stay without worrying about rent, or even you will have your own place without any difficulties. Because a seed can give different results, many results, not just one. Okay, then next in line, next in the hierarchy, is someone who helps a lot of people. So think about taking an action towards a person, and from that action, from that support, you supported that person, many other people can benefit from that action. So for example, think about helping someone who has a dentist business, okay? Someone who has a business and is fixing people's bad teeth, okay? A dentist. If you help this person, let's say you help him build a website for his business, you help him with the marketing, you do some photos or some videos or edit some reels for his business. And if many people hear about his business through your work that you did for him, then all those people will benefit from an action, a single action that you took. So again, this action can correlate to receiving money, having financial abundance, okay, but also similar results that those people received from this person. So you can see the multiplying effect, okay. Then next in the hierarchy is a personal mentor you had or you still have, like a spiritual mentor or mentor that really helped you create radical changes in your life. Someone who helped you a lot in the past or still helps you even to this day. I remember in my life at one point I was very into career growth. I wanted to do as much as possible to grow in my business or my career. And one mentor of mine told me, look, don't forget to start a family. Don't forget to make kids and use your time to grow a family also along with your business or your career, because you will benefit much more than spending all your time on your business. And now looking back, for me personally, was one of the best advices. I don't say it's suited for anyone or everybody. Maybe for some people it's not suited, but for me personally, that was one of the best advices. Then later correlated also with me having a motivation to better myself every day, grow in different other areas, but also to teach my kids everything I know. So looking back, the kids are some of the best students in my life, but also some of the best teachers that teach me every day how to better myself. Next in line, and one of the strongest fertile soils, are your parents. Who might have guessed? Why? Because they gave you the body, they gave you this life, they gave you this new trajectory, which is your life, in which you have time to grow. According to a teaching that Buddha offered in his life, at one point, I don't remember the exact text, but at one point the Buddha licked his finger and put it on the ground, took some dust on the tip of his finger, and said the probability of having a human life, it's the dust you see on the tip of my finger compared to the whole mass of the earth. That is the probability of having a human life. So I don't know if it's the exact number, what is the exact number, but you might guess it's a rare opportunity for you to grow. And last but not least, and one of the most powerful fertile soil with which you can plant seeds is yourself, okay? You don't need to forget about yourself, but here you need to be very cautious, because here we need to understand the nature of the self. We need to remember the emptiness and the seeds, the pen story, about ourselves, because if we don't understand the nature of the self, we can get into some egotistical way of seeing ourselves. We can get into the black hole of being centered only on our needs and our goals and forget about anyone else. We need to understand the nature of the self, in short. So maybe in another video we will expand on this. But ultimately, your practice will revolve around the decision with whom you can plant the most powerful seeds. And in time, you will be able to plant the strongest seeds for your growth. But remember, you will always need a partner with which to plant the seeds, because the seeds need someone to bounce back from. And to plant the seed means to take actions that later will transform into seeds and will grow and give similar results. Nothing in your life can come without having the suited seeds for that result to see it in your life. So if you want to learn more about how to apply the seed system in your life or in your coaching practice, join my school community, where you will also find a free coaching course where I teach about how to integrate the seed system with any other coaching system or coaching practice or growth practice that you have in your life. And I also do live calls where I support persons who want to know better how to apply this system in their life. So until next time, take care.